I hope that everybody had a wonderful and meaningful summer. It's great to be back sharing Torah together. Towards the beginning of this week's Parshat Tavo, the Torah tells us about the farmer who makes a proclamation that when tithing his produce, he didn't violate any of Hashem's commands, and he also didn't forget. As we head deep into Elul, even though most of us aren't farmers, this line can still resonate with us. Are we able to say to Hashem, in order to be able to say that statement, first let's analyze it for a second. Once we say I didn't violate any of your commands, so then isn't it obvious that lo shachachti? It's obvious I didn't forget anything. If I forgot something, that would be a violation. So maybe one of the simplest, yet perhaps the most correct explanation would be, we're saying to Hashem, I didn't violate your commands on purpose, with intent, and I also didn't violate anything without intent, accidentally. I was on top of my game. I was focused. I paid attention to what I was doing, and I could declare that I didn't violate anything intentionally, and I also didn't violate anything unintentionally. The Sfas Emes at the end of Taf Reish Nun Tes says that when Rashi comments Lo Shachachti, Rashi says that I didn't forget to make a bracha. Why specifically is it that aspect of the performance of a mitzvah that Rashi is focusing on? So the Sfas Emes says that when we do actions, let's say, for example, when we're traveling, so we shouldn't have the perspective that we say Tfilas HaDerech to protect us from any dangers that happen. It might also be a prayer of protection, but that's not the only thing that happens when we say Tfilas HaDerech, but rather when we do a mundane activity, so we are injecting God's holiness into that act. If we say Hamapil, the bracha of Hamapil before we go to sleep, so it's not that we will now be protected from bad dreams and demons, but that same act, I'm going to sleep the same way, but I've now brought HaKadosh Baruch Hu into my life, into an activity, into an action, or into a sleeping that I would have done anyway. I am infusing it with godliness. I am bringing to it Kedusha. So when we say, Lo avarti mitzvosecha, Hashem, yes, I didn't purposely violate any of your mitzvos, but even the ones that I did do, even the mitzvos that I did do, Lo shachachti, I didn't forget to inject holiness even into those acts. What does that mean? I would be embarrassed to say this if I thought that I was the only one, but every now and then there's a tefillah that we say that sometimes we have so much going on in